In this video, I demonstrate how to use 3 different Wilton candy melt molds.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Makes 12.
Hello everyone. To make these you will need candy melts. These are little meltable candy wafers, and I'll put all the information you'd ever want to know about them in the description box below the video if you're not familiar with them. They come in all sorts of different colors and flavors as well. Now the first mold I'm going to show you is from Wilton, and it is a heart mold, and it actually makes a little heart-shaped cup or container to put other things in. So it comes in 2 pieces. So you melt your candy melts. I melt mine in the microwave at 50% power. I put it in a Ziploc bag and then cut the corner off. And you need to fill the bottom part of the mold to about 1/3 of the way full. And then it's a good idea to give them nice taps, a few taps on the counter to make sure all the bubbles come to the surface and it evens out. And then you add the top part of the mold. You press it down, and as you see, the chocolate will come up and will make that cup shape. And then there's these little tabs or little buttons that you press that snaps the mold together. Then you put it in the refrigerator upside down just like that and let it harden. It doesn't take that long. It takes about 20 minutes or so. And then when you undo it, they should just nicely pop right out of the mold with just a tiny little bit of coaxing. And you end up with these adorable little heart-shaped cups that you can put whatever you want in. Now, a good rule of thumb is when you put them in the refrigerator, don't poke around with them and don't touch them while they're setting. These ones I kind of poked a little bit while they were cooling because I wanted to see if they were done cooling yet, and I ended up cracking 2 out of the 3. So it was kind of a trial and error thing for those. Now I decided to make a quick chocolate mousse to fill some of these little heart-shaped cups. That's 1 cup of plain whipping cream. I whipped the cream with an electric mixer until it was thick. That is a 1/2 cup of Nutella. I added in a little bit of the whipped cream, stirred it in just to try to thin out the Nutella a little bit. And then I put it back into the whipped cream and just kind of folded it in. And I used an electric mixer for about 3 or 4 seconds just to give it a little extra blend to make sure there were no more Nutella chunks left in the mousse. And then you put it in the refrigerator to chill completely. I put it in a piping bag with a little star tip and then filled up 2 of those little chocolate hearts that I made. Now how you fill these is really up to you. You could even fill them with a variety of fresh fruit if you want, sliced strawberries. I decided to use some Valentine's Day candies for the other 2, and I added a few little sprinkles on top of the chocolate mousse. Now the next mold that I used were these little circles with hearts on them, and what's special with these is that you can put an Oreo cookie in there so that it's chocolate with an Oreo center. So you melt it, mold it, and then serve them. Now when you're making a mold that has different colors in it, you always start with the colors that are on the top, which when you look at the mold, they will be at the very bottom because they are upside down. So I used some pink candy melts just to fill in the heart detail. And then you put that in the refrigerator and allow it to set. And once those little details on the bottom of the mold have set, then you can add whatever color you want on top. Now, because I'm using Oreo cookies with these, I filled the mold to about halfway with plain chocolate and then added an Oreo cookie and just kind of jiggled it a little bit until it was even with the top of the mold. Now you'll see later I also used white candy melts and chocolate. Those have been sitting in the refrigerator for a few minutes until they harden completely. And as you can see, the candy melts have a really nice shiny finish to them. They're very easy to use. And the final mold are these little animal print hearts. Same idea, we're going to start by doing the details in the bottom of the mold, the ones that are going to show on the top when it's flipped over. And this is a leopard print, so it has kind of a black outline with a brown center for spots. And then I did a giraffe spots and I did zebra stripes with black. And I did the giraffe with brown. Now I put those in the refrigerator and allowed them to set, and then I added a second color. Now these are white candy melts, and what you do is you just want to go over the stripe area, but you want to leave that outside edge clear because we're going to add a third color afterwards. And this is for the leopard. I probably should have used a lighter color than that, but I guess we can call it a snow leopard. And for the giraffe, I used yellow. And as you can see, this particular yellow is very, very thick. And you'll find that with candy melts. Sometimes different colors will have different thicknesses for some strange reason. If your candy melts are too thick, just add a little bit of low taste oil or no taste oil or some shortening. And then I let them harden completely and then added the third and final color, which was red for the zebra stripes, pink for the giraffe spots, and chocolate for the leopard print. Give it a good tap to even it out and to make sure all the bubbles come to the surface, and then once again put it in the refrigerator and allow it to set completely. And if you let them set properly, they just pop right out of the molds without any trouble at all, and they have a really nice glossy surface. So here's some photos. Here are the little heart cups with some Valentine's Day candy and the mousse. Of course, the chocolate mousse cups, you'll have to keep those in the refrigerator when they're not being eaten. Here's a zebra print one. As you can see, the top left part of the heart there, I went a little bit too far over with the white. So you have to be careful when you're doing all your colors to make sure you don't go over where you're not supposed to be. And there's the leopard print. These are those little round ones with the Oreo cookies inside, and there is an Oreo cookie in cross section. These are really good because they have that cookie crunch in the center. And there's a group of them all together. Now you can put these in little treat bags and hand them out as a Valentine's Day goodies if you'd like. Lots of fun to make. So this, along with other Valentine's Day goodies, can be found on my Valentine's Day playlist. So if you want to see more fun things, go ahead and click on your screen or see the links in the description box. I also have a candy melt demonstration playlist. If you like watching that kind of a thing, you can go look at some more. Please check out the description box for that link as well. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.